call on the car, check in with me and do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head. Don't have to ask, don't have to beg. Juicy is my name, sex is my game. Let's call the boys, let's run a train. Squeeze on my nuts, lick on my butt. The natural curly hair, please don't touch. First find a mate, second find a place. Third find a bag to hide the whole space. Real name Rover, I said bend over. I started knock, then came the odor. Smelled like mush, should've had a wash. Told her to stop and take a douche. Once she did that, I didn't want the cat. So I backed out and never came back. Suck a nigga dick or something. Suck a nigga dick or something. Suck a nigga dick or something.
Oh yeah, you're listening to 96.1 Styling, Drag It in the Afternoon. And Jimmy, what was that song?
I don't know.
That was
Yeah, on
Slob.
that one.
That was Slob on My Knob.
By who's up? By who?
The
Is that a remake or is that just a?
That's the remake. You know, remember the
Yeah.
original version, Slob on My Knob, like corn on
Yeah.
the cob. Yeah, that is remade 1960 style.
I can remember if it was called Silent by Night or Suck This Dick or something.
Yeah.
I can remember what the name of it was actually.
To be honest with you, I like the hip hop version, but this version is just like,
It sucks.
man, I get some freaky bitch over at my house. I'm gonna play this. Either she gonna walk out or it's gonna be the greatest sex of my life. That's only for them freaky girls. So like, but yeah, I
No
didn't.
one's like to do it to Bobby Brown 12 play.
Yeah, well, they got Bobby Brown on here too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got this whole audio files of over. it's like 7,000 songs that was remade
Jeez.
like this, and oh man, oh.
Well,
I've got one for the next fucking hour. Oh God.
oh boy.
I got one, guys. Oh yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And boy do I got one. It's a good way, it's a good song to end the fucking show. It's a good hiatus. So yeah, stay tuned when we come back. We're not going anywhere right now, but when we come back, I've got one. Oh, do I got one. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Trust me. Somebody in Southern Illinois not going to like this motherfucker. And I did not proof it, by the way. So I have no... You're going to hear it just first time I hear it.
Oh boy.
It's just...
Cool.
Just the name of it is so perfect. So, but if you like hearing that kind of music... Our sister station that's coming out is called Jingling. Jingling Radio. It'll be out by the 1st of the month, if not before. Make sure to tune into it. We'll make a few announcements about it. Check it out, guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't want you to leave us, but like, we want, you know, we like to give options. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
right.
It's all Jimmy's fault. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like fucking, Jimmy sent me the video, jizz on my face, and then one of the DJs heard it and was like, "Hey, you like that kind of shit?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's funny as fuck." And he's like, "If you like that, man, I'm gonna send you this file." Well, he sent me this Dropbox, and it's got like almost 7,000 fucking songs on it, and it's like everything has been remade like this. It's like Boys in the Hood to Bushwick Bill, Eminem songs are on there. Like, these motherfuckers didn't hold back.
Hell yeah.
And there's new shit coming out all the time, and we had a quick meeting about it, and of course the executives over at In Play was like, well, we ought to come out with a station, because people need to hear this, So I was like, I'm all about it, man. Let me
Hell yeah.
Let's work on this project, you know what I'm saying? So it's not that we're looking to lose listeners, you know what I'm saying?
No.
But if you want something to sit around, if you're smoking weed and getting drunk and you got your boys over or your girls over and you want a good time, listen to this shit.
Yep.
You know, Jingling Radio coming soon. So somebody's gonna like, he stole that from Kai Kelly's car. No, it come from the movie Life, bitch.
Yep.
So, and Kai Kelly knows about it because we sent him some of the audio files. He was dying laughing. He's like, "Let me know when that comes out." So yeah. So
Couldn't be singing the songs.
oh God, that's who we need to send it to is Puddin'. Puddin' be singing all this shit, man. He'd be like, slob on my knob, like corn on the cob. Oh, man. So, yep, I get out of here. I gotta go check on my batteries because I'm gonna be I'm gonna be moving cars all weekend.
Fun.
Yeah. So, when I was down there and it started raining and I was moving the truck. The owner of the property was watching me on the cameras and they said they actually felt bad. He goes, I'll say one thing, you're a persistent son of a bitch. Like, you wanted that thing off the trailer. Like, yep, I hooked it to a tree. Just pulled that bitch right off the trailer.
Never works, right?
Yeah. He was like, is it raining? It is fucking storming. And he's out there in a hoodie. And then I know he was watching because I put my hood up over my hat. And he, told me, and I was like, yeah, I guess you were watching me. I was like, he was like, look, man, how about you give me half for the first month? And I was like, hey, man, I'll give you the full thing. Like I said, I'll pay a couple months ahead, and he's like, no, I'll work with you because I see a long-term relationship. He goes, you look like the kind of guy that just buys a lot of random shit. I'm like, yeah.
You have no idea.
Like I got a whole warehouse full of 300 fucking cars, man. We can't even park anything outside without getting citations or they want to tow the son of a bitch.
Is that the place that has the two-door Blazer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It's also got my Rex CTS-V that I fucking was shoved off the 270 bridge into the Mississippi River. It's over there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's all fucked up. I mean, I bought it back from the insurance company because I survived the crash.
Well, you just want the motor out of it.
No, the motor's still in it. Everything's still intact. I mean, it's dried out. It's been a long time, but...
Right.
I know if you open the door, it smells like fucking fish in there. So, but yeah, what happened is I was crossing a 270 bridge. A transfer trailer truck come over in my lane, hit me. I went up the embankment K-rail, and he forced me up over the side of the bridge into the Mississippi River. And because of Mythbusters, just watching this episode, I had to wait for the car to be completely submerged.
Yep.
And then it let me open the door. I couldn't open the door before it completely went underwater.
Nope.
And I got out, swam against the current, walked up a little portion of the chain of rocks, walked through the park, up Riverview, up the fucking ramp to the accident. And I said, who was driving a semi-truck? And I was just soaking wet. And they were like, you got to stand back. There's somebody went over they said a whole family went over the edge. And this guy was crying and everything. And I go, you driving a truck? And he said, yeah. And I punched him right in his fucking mouth. And before he hit the ground, as my hand come back, they already started handcuffing me. And I said, I'm the fucking victim here. He drove me off. How many people were in the car? How's your family? And I'm like, they're all dead. No, it was just me, man. I was coming home and this fucker. Here's the thing, people. The ramp was coming up from Riverview. I slowed down and he got in the furthest lane. And so, I went to go pass him and he decided he wanted back in my lane. And literally his rear wheels of the semi, not the trailer, the semi, is what shoved me up the embankment and over. And he knew he did it because he slammed on the brakes. And as I was flying through the air, nose diving into the fucking river, I was like, oh, fuck, this is going to hurt. And I remember my ass coming up off the seat like I was floating. And I just gripped the fuck out of that steering wheel because I bent the fuck out of it when it hit.
Yeah.
And the crazier thing is, people, the airbag and nothing went off. That's what none of the airbags went off. And it hit nose down and then it rolled over on its roof. And I could hear shit dragging the roof. I was upside down. The one big thing I think that really helped me is I didn't have a seatbelt on. Which was good and bad, but it was good because I was able to get my bearings and flip over. I jumped in the back seat and I tried to kick the back window out and that wasn't happening. And I reached over and I grabbed the door and I couldn't open it. And I was like, well, Mythbuster said I have to be completely underwater. And I'm like, well, fuck. And it was filling up fast. And I just remember I got my head down by the pedals with my hand on the armrest. And just above the armrest where it comes up was the, the handle. And I made sure it was unlocked, and I kept trying to push it. And the car's upside down, but I'm where the pedals are. And I remember it come up to my chin, and I took 2 very big, deep breaths and held, my breath. And I remember when it finally went past my face, I remember grabbing that handle and pushing, and it opened up, and I just kind of swam out of it. And I remember I just kept swimming and swimming as hard as I could underwater. I didn't know where I was going. And I remember coming up, and when I come up, the force of the river hit my chest, and it pushed me back. So I just kind of, laid on my back and kind of paddled. And I kept turning around and I could see the chain of rocks coming. And I was able to I turned around and started swimming against the current and it pushed me to the side. And I remember climbing up on top of one of the rocks and I was just breathing so hard. And I was like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. And I remember turning around and looking at the bridge and I could hear sirens and stuff. And I could see the semi-truck stopped. And I was like, water fucking logged and all. I was like, I'm going to fucking kill this motherfucker. And I climbed up out of there, got up on the rocks, kind of slipped a little bit, and kind of walked to the shore, walked through the park up to Riverview. And man, I was a fucking man on a mission. I was so fucking pissed.
Right.
And I remember walking up the ramp. And I was so pissed. I was like, damn, this ramp's pretty fucking long to walk. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But when I got up there, everybody was stopped. The whole 270 was stopped. And, I was walking past people just water just dripping off of me. You know what I'm saying? And when I got closer, this guy was freaking out. I remember there was a woman and there was an off-duty cop. And they were trying to calm him down. I remember he had like a straw hat on. Not like a cowboy hat, but like, I don't know. It was a straw hat, like an Arizona style hat.
Yeah.
And I go, who's driving the truck? Who's driving? And they're like, you guys stand back. A whole family's went over. I go, fuck no, I'm not standing back. I go, is that him? And the guy was crying.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very emotional. And I just fucking just walked right up to him. And I said, you driving the truck? He goes, yes, sir, I was driving the truck. And I just fucking hit him as hard as I fucking could.
Mm-hmm.
And before I knew it, as I hit him with my right hand, my left hand kind of went behind my back, and I felt someone grab my hand, and I felt the handcuff go on my left hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, what the fuck? And then the woman grabbed me around, like, from behind around my waist,
Mm-hmm.
and then he bent my arm back, and they had me in handcuffs. And I said, I'm the fucking victim. I'm the motherfucker he pushed off the highway. And what was funny is they did walk me to the where I had went over, because you could see the skid marks, you know, because I remember looking over, and he was still on the ground, knocked unconscious. So we ended up going to court. The trucking company sued me for his medical, because I like knocked 2 of his back teeth out.
Oh, well.
And I did get to talk to him outside the courtroom, and he was very apologetic. And apparently, what had happened, is that he admitted in court, because I was like, you better admit that in court. He was texting his family and wasn't paying attention and turned the wheel as he was texting, because he was looking at the Chain Rocks Bridge, and he heard the noise, and he looked in his mirror, but he was texting. And he just saw the black car go over. And he locked up the brakes and jackknifed. So, you know, I did ask him what was so important that you were texting your family when I was going to be home. And he was heading to Indiana. So, yeah. So, I mean, shit happens, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
I
of
mean, the insurance company was kind of baffled. You know what I'm saying? When the car did hit, by the way, guys, the OnStar did come on and ask if I was in a collision.
Yeah, because of the past.
Yeah, because it was upside down. You know what I'm saying? But the ironic thing is none of the airbags went off. So people were like, you should sue General Motors. No, I think what had happened is the sensor is down, not down low, but it rolled, and it was at an angle where the sensor didn't get the impact. It was more above the headlights is when it went over. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
yeah, but I know these new SUVs and stuff, if they roll, the airbags go off. They got a level thing in there, you know? So yeah, I mean, it's sad because that was one of 52 first-gen CTSVs before anybody knew what a CTSV was, you know? And, you know, shit happens, you know? So, but on that note, guys, we're going right back into music. Keep it positive today, because it's Friday, man. Beer 30's right around the corner, and I'm going to barbecue this weekend, and yeah. So, yeah, you're listening to 96.1 FM Styling, Dragon in the Afternoon. We'll be right back.